All right. Got folks are starting to come in. Welcome, welcome. For those of you joining us, you can see in the attendees that folks are starting to trickle in. Welcome, welcome. Right here, we'll do this first. You are here. You have arrived. All right. And Liz, are you with us?
I am.
Brilliant.
Hi, everybody.
Whenever you're ready, Liz, you can kick us off.
All right. I'm going to wait until 7 to officially kick
Perfect.
everybody off.
That's very
But if you
smart.
want to send us a greeting, I see some
Yeah, tell us
welcome texts.
where you're
Yeah.
zooming in from.
Hey, Carol. Hey, Patrick. Sally's here. Martian. Hey, Martian. Arkansas and Oklahoma. Vermont. Love it. Welcome, everyone. We're going to get started in just a couple of moments, get everybody a chance to get on board. Utah's in the house. And Missouri. Hope it's nice and cool wherever you all are. And it's been a hot summer. Hi, Tom and Marianne. And Michael Romero. Hello. Texas. Great. Hi, Lissa. Long time no see. Hi, Ken. Hi, Rachel. Marilyn's in the house. Hey, Johanna. Kentucky. Yay. Here we are. It's 7 o'clock, and we are going to officially start our 2024 Puppeteers of America annual membership meeting. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for taking the time from your Sunday to join us. We are glad you're here. I'm your Liz Joyce, your Puppeteers of America president, and I'm coming to you live from Long Island, New York, where it's actually kind of cool and nice. And it has been my pleasure to serve this past year as your president. Um, I am a volunteer, as are all of our board members. We give our time up to help make this organization flourish, and it takes time, but the joy is that we get an opportunity to connect with so many wonderful people in our comings and goings. And as a trained teacher and fine artist, when I walked through the door of the puppetry community, I immediately was flabbergasted at how creative, jovial, generous, and amazing this community is. We share, we grow, we pitch in, we collaborate, and we do it ourselves and we do it together. So it is so important that you all are here because this is our family. You are the family. You are P of A. We are P of A. And it's a lovely, lovely community of creative people. And I'm proud to be a part of it, and I'm proud to serve as your president. Before we go on too much further, I'm going to pass, I'd like to introduce Lindsay Ball, our administrative officer. They're going to go over some brief netiquette for today's seminar. So I'm passing the mic.
Brilliant. Thank you, Liz. Hello, everyone. I am Lindsay Ball. I'm the administrative officer for P of A. I just want to go over a few quick sort of introductory things and expectations for today. The first thing I want to go over is netiquette, which basically I just want to remind you to stay kind and respectful in the chat and in your communications today. We're so thankful to be here with all of you. You may have already noticed, but we are recording today's presentation. So we know not everyone could make it today that wanted to. So also know that we will be sharing this recording with all of our members sometime very soon. So anyone that couldn't make it today will still be able to be engaged with this conversation. Please also note that this annual membership meeting is in a webinar format. It's a little bit strange because you won't be able to see your faces and all of the lovely faces that are in this room with you other than ours. But that doesn't mean that we don't feel you here. So thank you for being here, despite sort of the weirdness of the webinar format at times. And yeah, please feel free to be as active in the chat as you like. Like we said earlier, tell us where you're from, share what your favorite National Puppetry Festival was, whatever you care to share to, feel connected and feel engaged. It's all welcome as long as it's kind and respectful. And then, questions in the Q&A section or in the chat. So just, do your best to try to keep those sequestered. If we miss anything, we apologize. We're human. We'll do our best to answer those questions as best we can. We have Felicia, who will be sort of introducing later on, who's our front desk coordinator, who will be sort of helping field some of those questions. And there will be time at the very end, if we have not gotten to your questions, that we'll be able to answer them more thoroughly. But otherwise, you can always reach out to us and additionally ask us questions via email at office@puppeteers.org. This is not the only time that you can ask us questions. Our doors are always open, so don't feel like if you don't get the question in today, you'll never be able to ask it. Just know that, our doors are always open and we look forward to hearing from you. And otherwise, we're just so thankful that you're here, that you're spending your Sunday evening with us in, this field that we all love. So gorgeous. I'm going to throw it back to Liz and let's go ahead and kick this off. But thank you for being here. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Lindsay. Puppeteers of America is a national non-for-profit organization founded in 1937 to provide information, encourage performances, and build a community of people who celebrate puppet theater. We support puppeteers and advance the art of puppetry by presenting knowledge, providing inspiration, and promoting preservation. The specific purpose of Puppeteers of America is educational, to instruct the public and to raise awareness about puppetry as a means of communication, an extension of human expression, and as a performing art. This includes teaching the community about the importance of puppetry, as well as enhancing the proficiency of the art of puppetry, both professional and amateur, by publications, educational materials, workshops, forums, conventions, festivals, panels, lectures, advisory services, and all other means and methods. Our current board members are I'm yours truly, Liz Joyce. Edna Bland is our vice president. Connie Burke Mulligan is our secretary. Katrin Buckler Ludwig is our interim treasurer. Brandon Kirkham is our Great Lakes region, from the Great Lakes region, and a board member at large, as well as Anatar Marmol Gagne and Caleb Martinez. We would like to thank Katie Williams and Adam Krutinger, who are stepping off the board this cycle, for their service. We have enjoyed them and their energy. And I wanted to say that, where is it? Adam Krutinger has an exhibit coming up, and it is in Buffalo, and it is August 16th to August 4th, 2024 at the Damon University in Amherst, New York. So if you are in the area, we'll have some stuff on our social media pages, but August 16th to October 4th, you can see the incredible art from our favorite puppet nerd, Adam Krutinger, and Katie. We'll still be seeing her as she's serving on our festivals committee. But thank you both for your service. We love you, and we'll see you around the puppet neighborhood. It is with great pleasure I would like to introduce our two new board members. We have TJ Jacobs, who could not be here today, but has sent us a special message. So let that play. Take it away, TJ. Can't hear it. I can't hear it.
Let's try it again. Can you hear it now?
Hello, puppeteers.
No? All right, let me see.
Yeah, we heard it. We heard it. You had
you heard
it.
it. Okay, great. All right.
Hello, puppeteers of America. It's me, TJ, and I've got a puppet. I'm a puppeteer, I promise. You think it's a puppet? And I'm so excited to be on the board of Puppeteers of America. Hooray! Hello, puppeteers. My name is TJ Jacobs. I'm from the Northeast region or something like that. And it's true. I'm so happy to have been elected to the board for Puppeteers of America. I think that puppetry is one of the greatest services that we can offer to other beings to cultivate kindness and compassion and help everyone realize their basic goodness. And in that way, I am so pleased to be able to serve you. Peace, love, and puppets.
Thank you, TJ. Yay. And Andrew A. Cano is also stepping up to serve on the board, and we look forward to having them both join our team. Yay. And thanks to everyone who contributed to the election by voting. You can always do that via a paper ballot, because we know puppeteers love paper. And you can also do it online through a link that we send out through our newsletter. So thank you. And we look forward to serving with TJ and Andrew. And what's our next slide? So our board of directors and our officers are volunteer positions. And but we do have some paid people who help run our organization. It's just too difficult to do it without having that continuity, because our board members actually change every 3 years and our officers can change. So the continuity that this team supplies to us is very important. We have our new Puppetry Journal editor, Jamie Donmore. Ben Page is the associate. Puppetry Journal editor. Charlie Conley is our bookkeeper who keeps us running smooth. We love him. We love everybody. We have Lindsay Ball, who you met earlier. New to our team is Felicia Cooper, who is manning the phones. Not all the time, but she will return your call. And we love that. Lauren Borgendale is our web mistress, who keeps things fresh and up to date. BWK Rogers is our accountant. Georgette Borgoni is actually our proofreader, because that's what the Puppetry Journal needs, is someone who gets it right. Legal for Good are our legal counsel consultants. Kat Pleviak is our membership administrator. Dale Whittick is our insurance representative. Carm Mastio is also our insurance representative, and Joe Tenorelli is our graphic designer for the Puppetry Journal. We couldn't do it without you, this lovely team, and we thank them very much. We do pay them a stipend. We don't pay them everything that they're worth. We wish we could pay them more, but we do pay them a little bit, and we appreciate everything they do for us. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And now we can officially welcome Felicia Cooper to our webinar and to our team. Would you like to say hi to everybody, Felicia, and tell us where you're from? And
Sure. Where I'm from takes a long time to explain. I love how TJ put it, Northeast region or something like it. I grew up in the Pocono Mountains. The rest is a little mishmash, but I'm very grateful to be able to stop by the beautiful Sabathani Center once a week or so, check the voicemail. I'm available by email, and I check mailbox, stuff like that. Yeah, mostly I get to kind of send the questions in the right direction. And I just am grateful to hear what questions everyone has about Puppeteers of America, and to help support this wonderful organization that does so much for this culture and this community. Cool. Thank you.
thank you, Felicia. We are happy, happy, happy to have you. All right. And now, is Kat here? I'm ready to pass the mic to our, hi, Kat.
Hi, Liz.
Well, take it away. Our
Thanks.
membership administrator.
Hi, everybody. My name is Kat Pleviak. I'm your membership administrator, which means if you guys just need help with anything in regards to your membership in Puppeteers of America, which means getting your membership processed, any of the benefits that come with your membership, you can be free to reach out to me, and I can most likely help you. And if I can't, I can find the answer. So if we pop to the next slide, you'll see a list of some of the amazing benefits you get, which include the Puppetry Journal, some of our exciting online programming, liability insurance, the national and regional festivals, scholarships, Rose Endowment for New Works, which supports new works in puppetry, our puppetry store, which you'll find in its full glory at our festivals, and of course, fiscal sponsorship. So all of the great things that come with your membership. If you guys have any questions, you can always reach me at membership@puppeteers.org. And if you'd like to give me to talk to me in person, just let me know that you want me to give you a call, and I'd be glad. I love talking to puppeteers, so happy to talk to anybody at any point.
Thanks, Kat. Kat, how many members do we have currently?
I can look up the exact number if you want, but we have around like 1,100. Like that's where we're at.
Yay!
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
1,100 puppeteers. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it is.
And now I'm going to pass it on to Anna Vargas, who is our budget and finance chair. She's going to give us a quick, a financial report. Take it away, Anna. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here, and thank you very
Hi.
much. Hello, everybody. Here is a brief overview of our current financial picture. I'm going to read this because I'll never remember. On a typical non-national festival year like 2024, our approximate operational budget is $175,000. We gain most of our income through membership fees and donations. Our biggest expense and membership benefit is the Puppetry Journal, which cost us about $31,200 more than we have taken in. This was one of the main reasons we had to increase the cost of membership. Our second largest expense is honorariums paid to our dedicated contractors who serve our organization. Our operations manager, front desk administrator, bookkeeper, journal staff, webmaster, and membership officer. Currently, we are paying our bills. We are following good financial procedures and oversight, thanks to our dedicated bookkeeper, our trusted investment advisor, and our reliable accountant. Our scholarship and endowment funds are strong. As for national festivals, we recently had a fantastic national festival. Unfortunately, it cost us approximately $225,000 more than we took in. Our investments yielded approximately $16,000 last year, so we had to liquidate stocks to meet this debt. But we are recouping little by little as the stock market is currently strong. If you want to support the organization beyond your valued membership, donations are always appreciated. Another way to contribute is through our fiscal sponsorship program offered to our members. If individuals or companies that aren't 501c3s want money from a grantor that only gives to 501c3s, PofA can accept the money and disperse it to them when they need it, minus 5%. Now, this is important. PofA takes only 5% of the total grant, the lowest of any nonprofit. You benefit, and it's a way to benefit PofA as well. Anyone interested in fiscal sponsorship should contact Charlie Conley, our financial officer, our bookkeeper, at finance@puppeteers.org. That's it for me.
Thank you, Anna. That's right, folks. It was a good and bad year financially, but we're going to keep going at it. We're going to do it. We are going to recoup, and there's more on that later. Now, wait, we're going back. Andrew Cano is on our meeting, and I just want to he's our new board member, and I would just like to, if possible, is it possible to spotlight him so we can see, so he can say hello? Let me see.
Working on it.
You're on it. Great. There he is. Hi, Andrew. I couldn't find you in the participants, so
That's okay.
hello.
Hello.
Where are you
Hi.
heralding from tonight?
My name is Andrew Cano. I'm so excited to be here, and yeah, I'm coming from sunny Los Angeles, California. I also brought a little friend with me. Yeah, I love puppets. I've been puppeteering for a long time, and so I'm so excited to be joining everyone as one of the board directors. And yeah, I just want to say that, keep puppeteering, keep puppets in mind, and continue to spread all of that good magic that you all bring to your artistry.
And who did you bring along with you, Andrew?
It's a little worm that I built with Jim Krupa in his class.
Oh, it's so cute. Oh yeah, you're fresh from the O'Neill.
So tiny. Yeah, I built him a
Oh.
couple years ago.
Sweet. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you. Thank you. Thanks, Andrew.
Of course.
And as I mentioned earlier, Jamie Don Moria is now serving as our Puppetry Journal editor, but we had an incredible editor for many years, Steve Abrams, who has put unlimited hours into Puppeteers of America. And we are so grateful for his time serving and creating incredible magazine that will continue on this tradition. But just wanted everyone to know that we appreciate Steve and wish him the best and thank him for his many years of service, especially with the Puppetry Journal. Thank you, Steve. Big kiss. And here I'm going to pass the mic over to Jamie. Jamie.
Hello, everyone.
And she's going to talk to you a little bit about the Puppetry Journal.
Yes. My name is Jamie Donmoyer. Nice to see everyone attending. This is wonderful. We have some exciting things happening with the Puppetry Journal. First, Steve Abrams really set up this magazine with magazine professionals. Our art director, our proofreader, both come from that world. So it's really exciting to step in. I've been a Puppeteers of America member since I was 14 years old, brought in by Tom and Marianne Tucker, shout out to them, and Steve Abrams. And I started writing in 2002 for the Journal. And then for about 7 years, I was the associate editor. So I've worked under Steve, but this is certainly a lot of work that he had done, and it's really wonderful to take over that work. Could we go to the next slide, please? I'm sorry, I didn't mention Ben Page is, of course, also on there. Ben Page is the associate editor. Sorry about that. And he's also got some really exciting ideas that he's bringing in. So I just wanted to mention him as well. Now we can go to the next slide. So we have a couple of new things in the journal. One of them, the last journal had a bunch of QR codes. So we went down to one QR code. It's going to be on the editor's page at the beginning of the journal. And that will lead you to links and references if somebody took something from an article. And that's for when you're going through the paper journal. We all know what happened during the pandemic. You scan it. And then you can go there. But there's also a digital version of the Puppetry Journal for members. All of these are for members. So if you want to look at a previous Puppetry Journal, the digital versions are on our website. And I think they go back to, I'm not sure how far they go back, but check them out so that you can see previous articles as well, because we will refer to some of those in future journals as well. We have some new columns as well. We have returning Monica Leo is still doing Scene Between, which is wonderful. We also have Nancy Sander, who's doing Eureka, which has all sorts of great ideas. And then we have Kurt Hunter, who helps tell us about the guilds. So Marty Robinson, who works on Sesame Street, you may know him as Telly or Mr. Snuffleupagus, has a storied history in puppetry. And he has a long list from Little Shop of Horrors, working with Bill Baird, all sorts of things that he's going to be writing about from his time in the puppetry world, which I'm really excited about. Ben, our associate editor, is doing puppetry in film and television. He comes from a really interesting perspective on a lot of those things. So you're going to see a lot of good stuff there. And puppetry in the news is sort of the answer to, there's all this stuff on the internet. How do we connect it? So we're going to have just sort of like headlines that you can go to that QR code, and then you can go to those links to see what kind of puppetry in the news there is. Another thing we're doing is communications, coordinating with social media. And we've added monthly meetings. They're usually the second Tuesday of every month. Email journal@puppeteers.org if you have questions about that. Those meetings are open to the public. So if you'd like to pitch a story, just let us know that you're going to be there. We just need to know that you're going to be there so that you get the link for that meeting. But we are looking for stories of all sorts. We want, big productions, small productions. We're trying to get everybody represented as best we can. So if you see something or you don't see something that you think should be there, go ahead and email me and say, I want to write that story, or here's something you need to know. So look through the journal. It's coming out very, very soon. The next one's coming out, and see if there's something that you'd like to write or contribute. All right, that's it. Thank you.
Incredible. We'll be passing it over to Edna Bland, I believe, who's going to talk about our guilds and regions. Hi, Edna.
Yes. Hi, Jamie. Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. I am Edna Bland. I am honored to serve you as the Vice President of Puppeteers of America. This is now my second term, going into my second term, serving you all. I'm honored to be part of the Puppeteers in Education, as I have one of the only puppetry arts elective classes in a public school in the whole nation. It's been going on for about 10 years, believe it or not, so that's a thrill. And I'm glad to represent puppeteers of color, especially my unicorn sisters, the Black female puppeteers. Yes, we do exist. That's why we're unicorns. We really do exist. We're out there. But as your vice president, I also oversee regions and guilds. So that is what we're really going to be talking about here for these next couple of slides. So as you can see that we have 8 regions, okay, that consist of Great Lakes, Great Plains, Mid-Atlantic, Northeast, Pacific Northwest, Pacific Southwest, Southeast, and Southwest. And you can see on the slide specifically where what states those regions cover. They also cover areas in Canada, Guam, believe it or not, and also Puerto Rico. Next slide, please. So we'd like to salute our regional directors. So in case you didn't know who they are, these slides, these names and stuff will be on the, and some are already, on the PofA website, puppeteers.org website. So you will know, you just need to look where you are and your state, and know your region, and then you can find your regional director there and contact them. For Great Lakes, we're going to start with Great Lakes. The former regional director, Rick Morris, recently passed away. So we honor him and give our respects to his family and thank him for his service. And we now have a new RD, which is Vincent Palawi. Excuse me if I pronounce your name wrong, if you're on Vincent. For Great Lakes, it's Callie Melvin. For Mid-Atlantic, our newest RD, which is Jenna Beth Davidson. Eric Homeslice Weiss is Northeast. Oh, I see the little arrow moving. I just caught that. Pacific Southwest, Zane exactly. Pacific, well, for Pacific Southwest, I'm sorry, Pacific Northwest is Zane exactly. Pacific Southwest, okay, is, well, it is no longer Christine. We thank her also for her service. She has stepped down. That position is currently vacant. So if you live in that Pacific Southwest area, that is the light blue area on the map here, and you are interested in becoming the regional director, please feel free to contact me at vicepresident@puppeteers.org, okay? And Liz and I will get back to you on that. And we'll, we'll see what we can do there. And then our Southeast regional director is Connie Burke Mulligan, who also serves on our board. And Southwest is Joanne Schroeder. Thank you. Next slide. So I'm sure you're probably asking, there's different questions. So where is my region? I kind of mentioned that when you look on the map, you can see by color coded where your region is. Who are my regional directors? We just had that in previous slides, but that was also will be listed or is listed on the website. What forms are needed? So say you're interested in starting your own guild. So when you look under guilds and regions, there are some other bullet points and other places you can click on to help you with various bylaws down there, guidelines, all that kind of stuff. And of course, just contact me or Liz, president, and we will help you figure things out of how to start a guild, in your area and what forms are needed. When are the regional bi-monthly meetings? So for those who are regional directors, we do have a meeting every other month. And it's just to check in, see how things are going with your guilds, if there's any questions, any way we can just help grow our family, our puppetry family. And how do I join or start a guild, which is what I mentioned just a moment ago. So yes, like I said, vice president at puppeteers.org. Please contact me and we'll try to answer as many questions as possible. Next slide. I think I'm done. Yes. And so oh no, I'm not done. So this is the year of the regional festivals. Yay. So here's a list in chronological order of festivals that are happening this year. We have the 70th annual Bay Puppet 70 years. Okay, on August 2nd and 3rd in Sonoma, California, the Southeast Regional Festival, Puppet Paradise, August 8th and through 11th in Asheville, North Carolina, the Pacific Northwest Regional Festival, Puppet Palooza, August 14th through 17th in Monmouth, Oregon. Minneapolis Puppetry Palette, A Taste of Puppetry, August 15th through 18th in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Next slide, please. The Northeast Regional Puppet Festival, Puppet are gorgeous, that's cute. November 1st to 3rd in Ithaca, New York. I'm a New Yorker, so yay. Southwest Regional Puppet Festival, Galveston Loves Puppets, November 7th through 9th in Galveston, Texas. So these are listed also on the website, so please look them up and please go and support your regional puppet festival, okay? It is nothing, it's great when we can see each other on a Zoom, but there is nothing in the world when we are together, okay? So thank you very much. I think I am good. Next slide, please. Okay, and I am now going to turn this back over to our fearless president, our queen, Liz Joyce. Take it over, Liz.
Thanks, Edna. Thank you. Yes, try to get to a regional festival. There's something really lovely about the smallness, and usually they're easier to get to because they're in your area, but it's a great way to meet people in your specific puppet area. I'm going to be at Puppets Are Gorgeous. I wish I could go to them all, but I'm only going to that one. We have 15 committees that help us run our organization. They're behind the scenes and they're dedicated to making PofA what it is and growing towards what it can be. We appreciate everyone who continues to serve, and I'm going to talk to you just a minute about them. We have an archives and audiovisual library that can be tapped in, and we're looking for ways to bring out our archives. We have footage from puppet festivals from 20, 30 years ago, and we're going to try to do some more online programming in the future. We have an awards committee, that's Nate's Puppets. We just heard from Anna Vargas, who's our budget and finance chair. We are looking for someone. We are very grateful for Jamie Don Moyer and the Journal team for their contributions to our social media posts and whatnot, but we are looking for someone to coordinate with them to make sure that we're getting the word out on all these amazing shows and workshops and things that our members are doing. We really want to connect and support you all in as many ways as we possibly can. So that if there's anyone who wants to step up or nominate someone else for the communications committee, you can email me at president@puppeteers.org or Felicia at office@puppeteers.org. We have Shannon Reagan from our development committee, and they might want to say a few words. So I'm going to pass the mic for a brief moment to Shannon. Are you there, Shannon? I'll just stay here, and
Yes,
Shannon,
I'm here.
Oh, great.
So, hello. Yes, I took over the development committee. I have a long history of working with nonprofits and a lifelong career in puppetry. And we just recently got a grant written, and that was a lot of fun to do. And we're excited to find out the results, which would help support our journal for a year, as well as get our archive video library moved to the offices and set up so that they're more accessible. And this is the kind of work we do. We would love to have more people that have experience in development, grant writing, fundraising. We help with the holiday season, end of year pushes for donations, as well as our monthly meetings. We try to work on plans to figure out what more we can do. We would like to help local areas be able to fund their regionals, as well as to fund the national by helping with grants and other kinds of funding. So just a piece of important information that the membership should be aware of is right now this year, most of the grant deadlines have already started, and we would be unable to get into any of them. And any grants that would be awarded that we would sign up for from this point to a year from now would be for money in 2027. So most grants are a long-term process that we need to plan several years ahead. So keep that in mind and realize that it'd be a good time to think of your regionals that are in the future so that we can work on grants for those, as well as we are already looking into for our nationals. So that we are ahead of the game and catch the deadlines for as many grants as we can. And we would love more people to come and have fun with us and figure out how to get more grants written, because it was a really big, successful step for that group to finally get a really good grant going that we really will know by the end of the next month if we got it. So we're really excited. And if you ever have questions, you can contact me through the development committee email. It's like all the other
Development.
emails, but it says development. So
At puppeteers.org. Thank you,
Yes.
Shannon. Thanks for your fine leadership. We appreciate you. We have a diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility committee with Sally J. Moore, and we will hear more from them later, but we're going to move forward for now. We changed the endowment fund to the New Works Fund. And the reason why we did that is because endowment is something different, and it was confusing from a bookkeeper standpoint. So we have changed it to the New Works Fund Committee. We still are supported by the Rose Margot and Rufus Rose, and Aretta Baumgarter is the chair for that. We usually give out New Works grants on National Festival year, so stay tuned for that. Festivals Committee is Katie Williams. We just heard from the lovely Edna Bland, who is our Guild and Regions Committee. Brandon Kirkham is our Nominations Committee. We have Caleb Martinez as our Unima Alliance. So we are two organizations in the US that celebrate puppetry, and we like to stay in touch. They're doing more of connecting to the international world of puppetry, and we're connecting nationally, but we are best buds, and Caleb helps keep us connected. Our procedures committee, we need someone who really likes granular detail, and Ken Martinson was our last procedures committee. Procedures are basically how we do things. Since our board changes and our officers change, we have a document that says when the president leaves, this is what happens. This is the president's job. This is the vice president's job. This is how you run a festival. It's all in there. It's a chunky digital file, but we are constantly going back and referring to it to help make sure that we're sticking to the original guidelines and procedures of what PofA is supposed to do. It's very helpful. And if you want to serve on this committee, we want you. So please email me at president@puppeteers.org. We want to fill all these vacancies, because that's how we really move forward, is by having a team intact. Next up, we actually have Johanna is here. She is the chair of Puppetry and Education and Therapy Committee, otherwise known as PETE. And they've been doing some wonderful things online, garnering a lot of support and attendance from both members and non-members and teachers in our puppetry community. So I'm going to pass the mic. Oh, golly. Okay. I just got a little text there. That we're going to pass the mic to Johanna to talk a little bit about what's happening with Pete.
Hi, everybody. I'm Johanna Smith, and I apologize. I'm recovering from COVID, so I hope this is also a reminder to wear a mask if you have to be on a plane for several hours. That's probably a good idea. I didn't, and I'm now learning. So I am very happy and excited to report on what we've been up to in PETE, or Puppetry in Education and Therapy. We just are sort of a committee of anyone who is interested in applied puppetry. I'm going to claim the term applied puppetry. So it's the uses of puppetry that are not simply performing, although performing is involved. It's simply looking at puppetry also as something that can be a methodology, for example, in the classroom, or a methodology for therapy, or all kinds of applications. And I've been learning this past year about the incredible developments in this area all around the world in these aspects of puppetry. So I'm very happy to invite everybody who is interested to join us. Just some of the past events we've done, we've been doing these really fun Zoom calls and webinars on different topics. And so we've done, there's the topics right there, which you guys can look over. But we have a lot of them documented and stored in this Facebook group that I just posted the link to. And I know Facebook is not the best possible location to put things, but this is what we got right now. And until, like, that's another goal for the year, which is trying to figure out ways to integrate digital content in a way that makes the most sense. So we are I want to give a shout out to Connie, because Connie is here, Connie Burke Mulligan, for initiating the May Make and Take, which we think is going to be an annual event. And we had lovely participation for that. And so we had a bunch of folks sharing sort of quick and easy and fun puppetry making activities for summer camps and other stuff for kids to do. So if you need a shot of inspiration, that recording is up in our website. So if I can go to the next slide. We have an email address. That's to me, basically. We have a page on the website that hopefully we will be working on this year. But the biggest thing is that Facebook page, because not only do we announce what we're doing, like workshops and stuff, our members share what they're up to. And so, like, Aretta Baumgartner just shared this amazing workshop she did for the Thespian Festival and she had hundreds of kids doing puppetry with her. And I just think that's so extraordinary and so cool. So it's a place to celebrate all of this wonderful stuff that people are doing. And also I wanted to mention, we are branching out a little bit. We have, thanks to Liz and everyone and lots of help, we have now finally the ability to do financial transactions as a committee. So that means we're going to be able to start our fundraiser using this incredible book, which is about the work of Nancy Renfro, who we did a webinar about. And it's called Artistic Triumph Amid Darkness, Nancy Renfro's Remarkable Creative Odyssey. And it was put together by her husband. And it's a gorgeous book. Look at that. Look at those colors. Those beautiful pictures. So these were given to us, donated to us by Ellen, and I'm going to get her last name wrong, who's now in charge of Nancy Renfro's legacy. And she donated all of those for us to make available to people. So one of the biggest things, I'm going to leave my presentation with this, is I have a big agenda for the year, and I'm decided to call it Unapologetically Annoying Advocacy. That is what Pete is going to do this year. Unapologetically Annoying Advocacy. So we want puppetry to be on the radar. We want it in educational policy. We want it in local papers. We want it visible, and we want it as part of the conversation, the larger conversation about children especially, but what makes a good education and what makes a healthy society. So if you're interested, please join us on Facebook. Like I said, everybody is welcome. Especially like I'm want to get behind this push to write grants, because I think that's really a place we could do all kinds of stuff. So I will write the title again in the chat, and I will be posting about how to get a copy of this incredible book in our Facebook group. So wait for that, because I think I have everything set up, but not 100%. So if you follow along in Facebook, that should be good. So I think that's my last slide, and I am going to hand it over to Sally.
Hi, everyone. I think my face will pop up any minute here. I am the chair. Hi, there I am. For the Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Accessibility Committee. I've taken that over from Edna, since she is now stepped up to Vice President. And I did serve on the committee with her last year. I'm the membership chair of the Philadelphia Guild. Shout out to the Philadelphia Guild, and which is part of Mid-Atlantic PofA. So just a quick look at our logo. This is our last logo. And prior to now, we did not have accessibility as listed with equity, diversity, and inclusion. So I'm happy to say that we've made that change, and you'll start seeing us flip those words around so that they are in the order of diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility. Next slide. We have 10 lovely people who have joined the committee, and honestly, we are just getting started. We are in transition and really just diving off the diving board. So if there's anybody that's on the meeting tonight that is actually interested in joining this committee, if this is part of what's in your heart, diversity, acceptance of all people, love for our differences, email me. hoius2@comcast.net. I'll put it in the chat. But as you can see, Dave Bizarro is with us, Alex Griffin, Kevin Kelly, who's also part of the Philly Guild, Adriana Hollenbach, Jeffrey Leos Ferns, Michelle O'Donnell Gulick, Dr. Paulette Richards, Spencer Stevens, and Dr. Joanna Vizzini. We're going to be a great group, but again, we'll take more people to join us. And as you can see, we really are a diverse group of people coming from a lot of different angles. I have a teaching background. Dr. Vizzini is a Puppet Therapy Institute from Maryland. So we really kind of spread ourselves out across the United States and really have a lot of different sort of ways to look at DEIA issues. Next slide. So here are the objectives of the committee. And by the way, these were built and written out by the board. So I want to thank them for their hard work in getting this statement put together. And I'll just read it out so that we've all heard it once. But I think that everybody in 2024, already knows that this is where the universe is going, that we all need to be accepting of everybody. But the objectives of DEIA committee are to research, develop, and recommend best practices for welcoming, promoting, and advancing the full and equal participation of diverse puppeteers within and through the Puppeteers of America. And it's really important to know that, in this context of human diversity, that includes a lot of things, not all that we may have written. And if anybody wants to bring something more to my attention, we would be welcome to listen. We'd be happy to listen. So this will include gender, race, ethnicity, socioeconomic class, neurological or physical abilities or differences, sexual orientation, age, religion, national origin, customs, marital or parental status, veteran status, legal status, or educational level. Next slide, please. And then I think I'm not going to read each one of these out. I just want to share with you that you should be hearing from us, and what we feel like our role will be is to be a resource for you. So if you're a builder and you're building a puppet and you're not sure what to do with that puppet, because maybe that puppet's going to represent somebody from a different racial class than you are. If you want to ask some questions to people, we may have the right people for you to ask those questions to. If you're a production manager, Kevin Kelly is with us on this committee. If you're not familiar with Kevin, he is part of the Big Hal Productions in Philadelphia, and his Albie's Elevator is on PBS right now. And when you watch that show, you know that he understands diversity. So from a production standpoint, he might be the person that you'll go to. And so we're going to work from a national level. We're going to work with members directly, and also with guilds. And then we also hope that you see DEIA aspects in festivals, whether they're regional and national. And so I guess I'll finish up by saying this is something that everybody in the guild should sort of be keeping their eye on and be embracing. And I embrace you back and let you know that I'm here to help you if you'd like. And at this point, I think I will kick this back to Liz. Thanks all.
Thank you, Sally. Before we move on, I just was looking at the chat, and we had some sad news that Jim Rose's wife, Judy, part of the Rose legacy, passed away a few days ago with her family around her. And it's very sad news, but they are having a celebration of life September 14th in Yellow Springs. And I'm not sure where Yellow Springs is. I'm going to guess it's Connecticut. I'm not sure. But it's September 14th, Yellow Springs, 1 to 3 at the Unitarian Fellowship. For those of you who knew and loved Judy, I believe she did a tea party where she invited people in from the larger Puppeteers of America family at the festivals, and was loved by very many people. And we want to celebrate her life and contributions to puppetry.
Liz, it looks like from the chat that that's in Ohio, just a heads
In
up.
Ohio, thank you. Very good. Thank you for putting that out. And now we are sort of winding down. I mentioned before our communications committee, we post things. We'd love to know what you're doing. We love to highlight that. We love to push your work so other people know about it. We have a place on our website that's under the Connect navigation bar where you can fill out a social media post, and we will try our best to share your material and like and push that. But here are this is how you can connect with us so that we can connect you with other puppeteers' work. So if you're not following us on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, then do. And we want to see what you're doing. So it's 2024. We had our 2023 festival, and we thank you all, anybody who went. It was great to see people after the COVID years. And as Anna Vargas mentioned, we lost a lot of money on that festival. And we are now in the process of rethinking our festivals to make it more sustainable. And it's a lot of work, and we want to get it right. And we are very lucky to have board member Anatar Marmol-Gagne, who will serve as our next National Puppet Festival director. And I'm going to pass the mic to Anatar. So Anatar, there she is. Take it away.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, so as you heard, the 2023 festival lost a lot of money, and it was during the festival that, a lot of things were working, a lot of things weren't, and afterwards there was lots of ideas, thinking, planning, meetings with old festival, with previous festival directors, looking at different festival models, not just puppetry models, just what is working. And all the surveys that everyone submitted from the last festival were all very, very, they were resources, and we took it all into account, and the new model was born. So we're moving away from the university model. looking at those models, seeing what is working, that is not working. And it needs to be more of a ADA accessible space for everybody. And it's just the university model, I think, is just defunct. So we are looking at places. There's some exciting things happening that I can't wait to announce very, very shortly. The sad news is that there will be no festival in 2025. But that means that there is more time to really hone in on all the details and everything that will make this festival great. So there will be a mini festival in 2026 and a larger national in 2027. One of the things that we are looking into is there was the beautiful thing about the 2023 festival was it was definitely one of the most diverse festivals to date, and it was the intention for this upcoming festival to continue bringing new and diverse voices to the forefront while still honoring the greats. So it is the passing of the torch, honoring the past while taking what has worked up until now and transforming it into the present. It is time to transform this festival into a more sustainable and accessible model. And one of those other things is really also increasing the public performance and component and workshops to bring new people in and really introduce puppetry to people and get people excited about puppetry in any way, shape possible. So that is what I have for you this evening regarding the festival. There will be some more news coming very, very soon. You can reach me at FESTDIR at puppeteers.org. And I'm really excited to work on this new model for everybody.
Thank you, Anitar. Thank you. It's an exciting time. We look forward for having you all on board. And yes, Monica, we want you to come in and be a part of it. We open our doors to ideas and volunteers. And now we're coming to the end of our evening, but I'm sure you all have some questions. Felicia, do we have any questions that haven't been answered already that you know of, or is there anybody who wants to type something into the chat? And we will do our best.
Yeah, we will. The question that I can illuminate is, how do you find people in your area? How do you connect to other puppeteers, other members of PofA? My response was to get in touch with your local guild, who if you email, I'm happy to send you as many links. I do a little research, figure out who the right people to contact are. Feel free to email us with those questions or look on our site. And did I get that right? Any other ways to connect to local folks?
Yes, because when you are a member, you can go to our member directory, and we have broken it down into actual regions. So you could click on the Mid-Atlantic region and you could scroll down and literally look at the people there. A lot of times it's nice, sometimes when I'm looking up members and people, I'll cross-reference on Facebook. So I'm like, oh, that's the face to that name. I know, I'm going to actually message them. That's a really great way to kind of cross-reference and get in touch, but definitely going to a guild meeting and becoming a member of your local guild, because that's a way to get together on a regular basis. And a lot of our guilds are doing kind of hybrid. I know the National Capital Puppetry Guild in DC, the DC area, does a hybrid, and they welcome members from all over the country. So that's one way. I think it's the best way, but looking at our website as well. Any others? Hope that was helpful.
The next question is, what is the Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Accessibility Committee working on?
That would be a question for Sally or Edna. Do you want to come in and answer?
Sure.
Sally?
I can do that. We actually are just working on that one slide that showed that we want to do things both at the national level. This is the slide. the member and guild level and the festival level. So the first thing that we'll be doing is crafting a survey so we can find out what are your concerns. And then we also are going to make sure that we rework the DEIA page on PofA's website. Right now, you'll see an older page from the last committee, and we need to turn that over so that we can move forward. If somebody has a goal that you don't see listed or that you want us to consider, I did put my email in the chat, and I would love to hear from you, even before the survey goes out. And I hope that answers your question.
And I just want to reiterate what Sally was saying about if there is we're here as a service to you also.
Yeah.
So if you are working on a puppet or show or whatever, and the puppet is of another ethnic background or from another culture, it is very highly recommended that you contact us and just say, hey, what do you feel about this? Because you might think that your puppet is perfectly fine and it's okay to do this, but it could be offensive. I mean, you know, we live in this world now where everything is offensive, right?
Yeah.
The whole opening Olympics is going on thing right now. So it's like, just please contact us, and it's okay. Do not be afraid to ask any question, even if you think it's ridiculous. We are here to help you. We'd rather you come to us first and we help you than unfortunately you get hurt or embarrassed or something like that working on a show that you absolutely, love. Okay. So.
And I'll jump in and also say that I'm hoping that what we just found out about the next festival was somehow influenced by the DEIA committee, where we were expressing our concerns for many people having trouble with accessibility and getting through the campuses. So if there's maybe one thing that we could already point out that's made a difference is that, we realized that there were people that were struggling during that, which was a lovely event. I mean, the Maryland National Festival was incredible, but there were people that had difficulties. And so let's keep talking. That's what I would say.
Thank you, Sally. Thank you, Edna. Do we have any more questions?
We do. Someone is asking, will there be virtual puppet slams coming up where puppet artists could participate and showcase their performance art internationally online?
I know. I don't know the answer to that question. We don't really host. I know we hosted our National Puppet Slam at the festival, and it was also live stream. We hope to have a live stream component at our national festival for the National Puppet Slam. But as far as individual slams, that is up to the presenters, and that information can be found at the Puppet Slam Network.
Yeah, I might say if anyone here knows any online slams that this person could be a part of, just put them in the chat, right?
Yeah, good.
Resources.
Yes, and the National Puppet Slam Network definitely has information on all the upcoming slams, and you can always email the presenter, the curator directly. Yes, and some guilds do too. Yes.
Gorgeous. We're
Right.
we're a little past 7 o'clock. Do we have maybe like one or two final questions? Is there anything else?
You can feel free to email me at president@puppeteers.org or Felicia, our office coordinator, at office@puppeteers.org with your questions. We will answer them. We're here for you. We look forward to seeing you over the year, and we will keep you posted as to what's going on with our new festival model and the festival coming up. We thank you all so much for attending. Thank you to Lindsay for getting all these slides up, and thank you to Felicia for answering our questions and our board and our presenters. We are an organization of volunteers and we want you to come on board and be a part. Let us know what you're working on and puppet on, everybody. Have a great evening. Kisses. See you soon.
Is there a
Thanks,
way we can show
Liz.
everybody on the panel? Is there? Is there a
Yeah,
way?
yeah, everybody
way
can
we can go-
unmute. Everybody can unmute. It looks like Patrick
Yeah.
has a quick question. Sorry, really quick.
Saying, can
Okay.
everybody be seen on the panel? Somebody requested that. Is that possible?
Oh, that everybody.
Yeah.
Valerie. If we get rid of the main,
The slides, could we get,
There we
get rid
go.
of the slide deck, maybe see everybody again like you?
Yeah, give me a second. I'm trying to pin everybody first too. Hold on one second.
Oh, it was requested, that's why.
Well, in the spirit of Pete, I would just ask everyone to get a piece of construction paper and. Fine.
It's always
like
about
that
the
better than
construction
Zoom.
paper with you teachers.
Yeah.
puppeteers love paper. There's
Yay.
Caleb.
There we go.
There we are.
Everybody. Caleb, I see Caleb. I see Connie. I see Katrina.
Whoa.
Hey, what is that sound? Is that someone's ferocious animal or?
I thought there was one last question somebody mentioned.
Oh, can you search by city once you log onto the site? Can I get some details? Yes, Patrick, if you email us, we can give you some specific directions on how to find people in your area. There was Shannon.
What? Yeah.
I think,
All right.
sorry, I think I'm limited on the people that I can spotlight. I don't think it's going to let me do everyone. I'm trying to get everybody in there. I apologize.
No, you're doing wonderful. No, this is great. It's
All right.
fun to see everyone's faces and stuff.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you,
night.
Liz. You're awesome. Thank you, Anna. Thank
Thanks,
you.
everybody. Thanks, Lindsay. Bye, everybody.
Caleb, you look great in that shirt, by the way, just letting you know. Red
Thank you.
match my back.
Bye, everybody.
Okay, bye.
Bye, everyone. Have a lovely one. Thank you so much for your time and your patience with us. Have a lovely one. Thanks.